Well, hello. How are you doing? This is the S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Says podcast. And before I get started, oh, by the way, this is episode number 399. Before I get started, I just wanted to give a shout out to everyone and thank you very much for being concerned about my health after my recent health scare. Now, I am not a hypochondriac by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not one of those, but I will go to the hospital if I feel there's something wrong. I've actually had relatives of mine who were literally the exact opposite of a hypochondriac. They could literally be on fire and they would go, "Hey, I'm not going to the doctor. I'm fine. It'll go out. Just hand me a wet towel and dump it on me. And if that doesn't put out the fire, there's a fire extinguisher. Put it on me and I'll be okay. I don't want to miss the game, or I don't feel like driving that far. I don't feel like it." That's the kind of people I come from. And some of them I've actually had to literally go, "Look, I'm taking you to the hospital. I just came over to drop off a newspaper, but you were literally on the floor and there's blood shooting out of the top of your head. I'm taking you to the hospital." "Hey man, look at the blood on the floor. How much is that? A cup? That ain't nothing." That's the kind of people I come from. And eventually the people that I'm referring to, I've convinced, and a couple of them I convinced them to go to the hospital, and the doctor goes, "I'm glad you came in. What the hell were you thinking about not coming in?" So that's where I come from. And like I said, I'm not one of those people that worries about that kind of stuff. I'm okay. But then on the 20th of September, 9/20, oh no. I wake up on a Sunday morning and everything's okay. And then all of a sudden I don't feel well at all. I don't feel good. And it's one of those things where you're going, maybe I slept wrong. Maybe the simple fact that my heart is racing this fast is because I felt the pain in my chest and I got all freaked out. Maybe it's just adrenaline. Not a big deal. That's happened before, where you get scared and your heart starts racing. So I figure it's not that big of a deal. I'll let it keep, I'll just calm down. I'll take some deep breaths and it'll slow down. But it is not slowing down. And I feel a little dizzy. Oh, but then again, I was taking a medication for a little while for some other thing. Not a big deal. And it says, if you jump up too quick, you can get dizzy. And I did jump up quick, probably because of the pain I felt in my chest. But that's not a big deal. So I'm walking back and forth in the dining room, deciding whether I should make the phone call. Well, I don't really feel any pain. And as it turns out, the pain was more of a you're sleeping wrong type pain. So I eliminated that, but the heart is still racing a little bit too fast. And I don't feel good. Maybe I should call. No. Maybe I should call. No. Maybe I should call. And I started to feel even worse. And I'm going, probably don't want to drop dead on this floor. Maybe I should make the call. The call is made. And the ambulance comes up. They Mr. Thomas, that is me. Okay, they lock the door. Then they walk me into the ambulance. They lay me down on the thing. They ask me all the questions. This, that, the other. Bloop, bloop, whoop, whoop, whoop. This, that. How tall are you? How much do you weigh? To give insurance. All of that crap. They strap up crap to me. Stick this and tape that on. Jam that up. All of that crap. And I'm laying there. And I'm looking up at these two dudes. And they seem calm. They don't seem like they're really moving with any kind of, urgency. So that either means one of two things. One, I'm doing decently okay right now. Or two, hey, why get all freaked out? This dead bastard's going to be a dead bastard in a couple of minutes. Why get freaked out? It's like rushing to a funeral. The bastard's dead already. Okay? There's no reason to rush to the funeral. Or if I miss the funeral, I know he's dead already. I know what he looked like when he was alive. He's going to look the same way dead. I'll go to the burials. I don't know what's going on, but all I know is I'm looking at these bastards and I can't tell why these bastards aren't moving faster. One of the bastards goes, "Okay, let's take him in." And the other bastard gets behind the wheel. I don't know why I'm calling them bastards, but then again, I call everybody bastards. Shut the heck up, you bastards. Back to me. And they're driving the ambulance. But it's not going quickly. It's not, woo, 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 woo. It's not like that. So I'm going, Once again, maybe that's good. Maybe they go, okay, he's not feeling good, but we can fix this crap. Not a big deal. And I'm hearing him on the phone.
We got a male, 51 years old, and okay, we need to, all right, we're going to be coming right into the hospital. Okay, but
and the ambulance takes off. It's going slowly. Slowly. They're not running any lights. They're driving the same way they would be driving if they were going, well, my shift is over. Let's drop this ambulance off and go have a beer. So I'm going, okay, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing. The ambulance pulls up to the emergency room. And then one of the bastards goes outside. The other bastard goes outside. They have the chair. And it lowers me down. It's really kind of cool because they don't have to carry your big ass anymore. Now the machine just kind of walks down the back of the ambulance. Big bastard. If he was skinny, I wouldn't have to do this. And I said, shut up, you stupid stretcher. Don't diss me. I'm doing my best, you bastard. And they roll me into the ER. Right? No waiting this time. They slide my behind right back into a room. Triage, schmiage. Get your racing hard ass back in there. And I'm laying down, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of people standing around me like it's between rounds of a boxing match. We need you to dodge the left. Yeah, man, when you dodge the left, man, go for the takedowns and get up there. It's kind of like that. They're all barraging me with questions, poking, prodding, taking blood from this arm, jamming stuff in the other arm. Person's feeling my face, rubbing my hand. Can you move this? Can you feel it? Do you feel that? Can you see this? All of that crap going on. And I'm looking up at these people like, oh, goodness gracious. Whoa. They walk outside and I can hear them talking about me. And I'm going, it would be nice if you would tell me something. Right? One of the nurses walks in. Hi, Mr. Thomas. I'm going to be your nurse now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 75 cc's of floop-de-floop and 50 cc's of floop-de-glop-de-gloop and some scoop-de-boop-de-bait. I'm going to put this thing in your arm and scoop-de-floop-floop. Which arm do you like to get needles in? I'm like, I don't know, whatever one. You're on my right side, so it might as well. Okay, I'm going to put the floop-de-floop and put some scoop-de-boop-boop-boop, and I'm just going to leave this here just in case we need to put in some floop-de-floop. Okay, all right, they're great. You everything great. Let me ask you the same questions you were just asked already. Well, here's the answers. Okay, that's great. Okay, I'm going to go talk to the doctor and she's going to come back in here and ask you some questions. Okay, no problem. Another person comes back in. It is not the doctor. As it turns out, one nurse's shift was ending and another nurse's shift was beginning. So guess what? You're damn right. I got asked exactly the same questions again. And I was wondering, since you're here, I was wondering, do you have the flip? And did you feel the flop? And did you feel cuckoo? Yes, here's some more answers to the question. And all of that crap. She goes, okay, we're going to go get the doctor. Okay? You need anything? No, I'm okay. Great. 3 hours later. Okay, I'm gonna be your nurse. I was wondering, could you yeah, could you, and how does this feel? And yeah, and when I push your stomach, does that hurt? No, that's not good. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, here's me push your stomach again. Okay, I'm gonna poke you in the face. You feel that? I mean, squeeze this hand, move that leg. That feel good? Okay, all right. Okay, fantastic. The doctor's gonna come in as you get 2 hours later. Right? And then people just start walking in, and one lady walks in and goes, hey, I'm gonna, maybe, yes, nurse, maybe you should get an HIV test. Maybe you want an HIV test. I mean, you don't have to take the HIV test. I would suggest, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I'm 100% sure I don't have anything. Go ahead. I mean, you really don't have to, it's not important. I mean, it's important, but it's not, I mean, I said, no, go ahead, do it. I don't care. I know I don't have anything. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Okay. So she draws some blood, right? And you know how many vials of blood got taken out of me? Let me put it to you this way. A lot of them, right? Every time somebody came in after that, they wanted more blood, right? I didn't know what the hell. I was like, God, they taking a lot of blood. Maybe I'm gonna be in here for blood loss after the amount of blood these bastards are taking out of me. Then this tall dude with fang teeth walked in and looked at my neck, and I went, do you work here? And he goes, I do not work here. And then he flew away. That was, the Dracula was there. That did not happen. F y'all, back to me. But the thing is, you lay there the whole time, and you can look up, and I look up to my left, as you saw in the videos, if you watch the video that I put up there of the room I was in initially. Beep, 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 beep. And I could see extra heartbeats happening. Like a lot of extra heartbeats. I mean, you see the normal ones, and then be a whole bunch of extra ones in there for some reason, right? And now all of a sudden my blood pressure's up a little bit. Oh. Boop, 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 boop. I'm like, what is my heart playing Billie Jean by Michael Jackson up there? What the hell's going on, right? Doctor walks in. Mr. Thomas, I've been monitoring your heart. There's a lot of extra little beats in there. Did you know that? Yes. We're just going to try to figure out why you have all these little extra heartbeats. I mean, it's don't worry about it. We're going to figure it out. Just, we just want to, even though how, we're going to keep you. You're not going home today. So just maybe you call people and, let people know that you're not going home today. We're going to keep you overnight just for observation. Okay. We're going to take you up to the observation wing all the way on the other side of the hospital. Okay. All right. So we're going to take a little more blood if you have any left. Why is dust coming out? Well, they're taking a lot of blood. Yeah, they were. Right. And then the nurse goes, before you go upstairs, Mr. Thomas. Yes. We're going to take a COVID test also. Okay. And I'm hoping, I had a relative take a COVID test. And that relative had a quick test. One of those tests where they basically they rub your mouth. I think they stick it in your mouth and rub it around. There's some crap like that. And I'm going, it's great. This is going to be one of those quick tests. I'm pretty sure I don't have COVID. I'm very careful. I wash my hands. I socially distance. I always wear a mask. I always try to go places. If I'm going to a store, I know the stores that are near me, and I know the times when there's a lot of people there, and I know the times when there's not a lot of people there. So basically, I minimize having people that I don't know around me like that. So I'm pretty sure, and I wash my hands, like I said, in social distance, and I have all the hand sanitizers and all of that crap. So I'm pretty sure I don't, and that's what I'm thinking as she turns her back to me, right? And I'm thinking, okay, she's going to get out one of those Well, what the hell is that? And she gets this thing that looks like a tiny toilet brush. And she goes, well, this may be a little uncomfortable. Maybe a little uncomfortable, Mr. Thomas. I'm going, well, and she's hiding it from me. You know how when you take a kid to the dentist, right? And they hide the needle. The doctor starts talking about some stupid fairy tale crap, and he's got the needle in his hand, and his hand is down by his leg, and he's hiding the needle, and he's trying to distract the kid. Hey, kid, want to see a magic trick? Sure, doctor. What's that in your other hand? Well, it's definitely not a needle I'm going to jam into you, and you're going to start crying like a little punk. It's definitely not that. Now, could you open your mouth real quick? Why are you holding out my lip? No, it's definitely not because of this gigantic needle I'm going to jam in your mouth. Ja! It was kind of like that, except for the crying part, right? When I look at her and she goes, here we go. And I'm telling you, it looked like a little toilet brush. And then she goes, well, a lot of people, say this is very uncomfortable, but it's very important. Okay. And, I'm going to put this in. It's going to feel weird because it's going to go way up in there. She doesn't realize, why don't you just put the damn thing in and stop talking, because you're not doing anything but making it worse by talking about it. So she jams the thing up in my brain. And when it was up into my left nostril, I'm not going to say she went in there deep, but all I know now is all the money I lost during my lifetime, I now know where it is, because that's how far into my brain she tapped. Bow. Oh, crap. Right? All of a sudden I started speaking Spanish because I got good grades in Spanish in school. Couldn't speak Spanish right now, but at that moment I could speak it. I tell you that much, right? And then she spins it around like she said, right? Your eye starts tearing. You get this weird feeling in your nose. It's really weird. And then I realized we're only halfway through. She's got to do it again. And she pulls the thing out of there. Whoa. right? And I saw my great grandmother's phone number on the tip of that damn thing. I don't need that number anymore. The house doesn't exist anymore. But at least I now know what my great grandmother's phone number is. And she puts it up in the other nostril and basically spins it around up in there, jams it up in there really good. And all of a sudden I realize why I don't like my last girlfriend. Just kidding. I always knew why I didn't like her. This just reminded me. I'm like, could you not tap into the cerebellum, please? She pulls that out. You're sitting there, your eyes are tearing, right? And the thing is, once it's been spun around in your nose and she's got this sample, the thing about it is after it's out, it still feels like it's up in there because everything's been irritated. So for the next 5 minutes, you're blinking like you just stubbed your toe. And then she goes, well, okay, a lot of people don't, there were false positives because people weren't going in there deep enough and they weren't spinning it around like I did. You know how I kept spinning it around in your nose? I'm like, yes, I was there. Right? And she goes away. She goes, we're going to now take you up to the observation room, Mr. Thomas. I'm like, okay, great. Right? I'm looking back up at the monitor. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. I'm going, jeez. They unhook you and they put you in this, and the lady comes in, a nice lady, she puts you in a wheelchair and it's not you, me, rolls me. She goes, we're going to take you up to the observation wing. And I'm going, okay, great. I'm just thinking it's just going to be a room. Maybe there's going to be nurses a little bit closer to me, but the nurses were kind of close to me where I was in the first place, but I get it, right? I go upstairs and I'm telling you, I now realize that the wing I'm in, the place that I'm in now, because of the amount of people that are COVID testing and going through all these other things. And I just had a COVID test and they didn't know why my body was reacting the way it was reacting. I go upstairs and now I realize I am now in a COVID wing because of people who have COVID or maybe have COVID or could have COVID. They put them in there for observation, and I'm now in there. I didn't know it was a COVID wing until I got into the room, and the lady was really nice. The nurse who was up there in the observation area, she's very nice. She's great bedside manner, very, very nice. She takes the EKGs and all that kind of crap. Guess what? More blood. What a surprise, right? Asked me the same questions. I understand you had a heart thing when your heart was racing and you felt dizzy, yeah, because of and another more questions. But then it became readily apparent. She goes, oh, you took a COVID test. I was wondering why you were up here. I knew the thing here with the thing and the heart and the thing and, the COVID test, right? All of a sudden, it became apparent everybody up there now has looked at my record and realized that I had just taken a COVID test. Now, it doesn't say that you took a COVID test as a precaution. It just says COVID on it, right? And then all of a sudden, all the nurses that were coming in to talk to me, because I have one of those personalities. When I go to, like, if you live near me and I walk into a store with you, the second my foot hits the inside of the store, they treat me like Norm from Cheers. S-Man, S-Anthony, Sat, what's going on? I'm talking about everywhere. I go into a drugstore like a Rite Aid. Whoa, what's going on? Mr. Thomas, hey, what is you doing? I'm glad you're here, Mr. Thomas. I go to the corner store. Hey, what's going on? That's what it's like when I go places more than 2 or 3 times. So it always happens. It's not a big deal, right? I go to, I'm in the hospital. By the time I get upstairs, hey, what's going on? But the second my record said he took a COVID test, it was like, hey, right? The person that comes in, she has a robe on. She's got the damn gas mask on, right? Right? She's walking around me like I'm an electrocutor, right? All of a sudden, the person that's going to bring me my damn dinner, right? She damn near threw it at me. Hey, wait a second. I'm like, did you have to throw my dinner at me? I don't want to breathe on you. Look in the other direction, you bastard. Right? People are sliding things through the glass door like I'm in a contamination chamber. Here's your Hey, Mr. Thomas, take that and please don't touch me, you bastard, right? The doctor that comes in, she's got 12 robes on. Every time she comes in, she's got a different robe on. She balls it up, throws it in the trash and squeezes out, right? And I'm laying there and the other lady comes in. She's got 15 gas masks on. She goes, now I'm typing in the computer right now, Mr. Thomas. And we want to know, say for the sake of argument, you viciously died, or your heart exploded, or your brain fell out of your head, or you viciously are dying, and would you like us to save it? Now, don't be nervous. It's just a precaution. We're just saying if we can't fix you and you die a horrible death in this bed and you croak out and you just pass away and die in destruction, would you like us to use saving measures to save you? I'm just not saying that it's going to happen. I'm not saying that I have information. I'm not saying that it's over for you. I'm just saying if something happens, would you like us? And I said, save me at all costs. Okay. She goes, okay, fantastic. Now I just want to let you know, we're not saying you're a dead bastard. We're not saying it's over for you. We're not saying you're pretty much as good as dead. We're not saying that. I said, I got it. It's precautions. She says, fantastic, right? Then she walks out of the room, balls her clothes up, sets them on fire and kicks them down the steps. Lay down and relax. And we're going to give you some potassium and magnesium and this big bag of fluid. So now I'm sitting there and I'm going, wait a second. If they're giving me potassium and magnesium and a big bag of fluid, it means that I'm dehydrated and my electrolytes are effed up. Because your electrolytes basically, that's the electrical system of your body. And if your electrolytes are off, you're going to be dizzy. You're going to have heart palpitations. You're going to be weak. That's what it is. And that's what I'm laying. I'm going, please God, let that be what it is. I'm looking at the heart monitor. Beep, beep, beep. That's better. Beep, beep, beep. It's better than beep, 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 beep. Hours go by. Now I have a cuff on my arm that takes my blood pressure every 15 minutes. Have you ever tried to go to sleep when the equivalent of an anaconda is squeezing on your arm every 15 minutes? As soon as you start going to sleep. Yeah, man, I'm about to go to sleep. Oh, that's good. Because that's what it sounds like. You're like, oh, what the hell? And you feel this thing squeezing the crap out of your arm and you're going, oh God, you look up at them, boop, boop, boop. And you see your blood pressure. I see my blood pressure and my blood pressure is 122/78. Fantastic. That's actually perfect blood pressure. Oh, that's great. Okay, good. Let me go to sleep. Oh boy. Oh man, it's good to know that the blood pressure is back to normal. Oh boy, I start to fall asleep a little bit. Kind of TV shows. This show sucks, but sorry, let me turn the volume down a little bit. Oh, this is one of those Dateline shows. I might watch that. Let me turn that up a little bit. Oh yeah, I think I saw this before. Yeah, I did see this one before he actually did it. Well, that's be something. I'm not going to be missing anything while I go to sleep. Pull the cover up a little bit. Let's lay down. Get a good night's sleep. You know what? I already got the liquids going into me, so I should be alright. Oh, God. So my sleep pattern is, in the middle of the night, one of the nurses comes in. Are you okay? I'm going, yeah, I'm okay. She goes, oh, let me check you. Cause I keep hearing, oh my God, they have this thing set to go off every 15 minutes. No wonder you're still awake. Let me set this to go off every 2 hours. I'm like, oh, that's better than every 15 minutes. Okay, let me go to sleep. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Wait a minute. Boop, 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 boop. It's better than boop, 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 boop. Oh, maybe the magnesium and the potassium's working. Great. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, okay. Cool. This is working. Oh, God. She comes, let me just turn this off. Thank you. That's 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me go back to sleep. Well, now you wake up, it's 9 o'clock, right? And you turn on the TV. In the eyes of the ranger, the unsuspecting, and the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Ah, Walker, Texas Ranger. Fantastic. Great. And the lady comes in, hey, what's going on, Mr. Thomas? Yes, I'm gonna examine you with these really long sticks till we get your COVID test back. It was just really weird. I have a student, doctor coming in. You don't mind, do you? I'm like, I don't really care. Great. Now she's gonna be outside with these really long sticks because she doesn't want to be anywhere near your potentially diseased ass. And I'm going to be, well, as you can see, I'm now downstairs. We don't want to be near your sick ass. So we're going to poke you with these sticks to see if you're fine. Okay, it wasn't that bad. And, but it was clear that people were like, until we get this test back, Jack, your food will be thrown towards you. And, right. And I'm like, I say, is there any way you could check in the records to see what my COVID test is? Cause I'm pretty sure I don't have it, and, it's kind of weird having people avoid me like I'm covered in poop. Okay. Just like, come on now. So the lady comes in. She goes, I don't have your COVID test yet. You know what you need to do, Mr. Thomas? They already ordered you breakfast. And they ordered this big ass breakfast. I'm like, I never eat that much. I said, can I just get an omelet and some orange juice? I don't need. He said, oh yeah, sure. Right. You said you already ordered breakfast. I didn't order breakfast, but they just like ordered whatever the meal of the day is. So they come in with the food and I'm looking at them like, okay, I get the omelet and I'm eating the omelet and I'm feeling like myself again. I'm feeling better already. The bag of liquid is damn near empty. Right. And I'm going, this is great. We don't know when we're sending you home yet, but you seem to be doing better. Yeah, yeah, by the way, you don't have HIV. I'm like, yeah, I was pretty enough. Did you get my COVID test yet? Nope. And that's why I'm wearing this rubber outfit and talking to you through this bullhorn. Okay, this is right. Boop, 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 boop. No extra beats. Boop, boop. Up one little extra half beat. Okay, whatever. Blood pressure still good. Sugar pretty good. Little high, but not like diabetes high, but like a couple points higher than normal. But then again, if you put, boop, 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 boop. Let me check your sugar again. Oh, your sugar's fine. Boop, 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 beep, 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 beep. No extra beats now. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, we're going to send you home, but we just want to waiting on your COVID test and see what's going on with that. But, if a COVID test comes back fine, we're going to send you home. You're going to be going home today. Oh, great. But first we got to put more potassium in you. And this bag takes 6 hours to empty. 6 hours? Yeah. And here's your lunch that you didn't order. Hope you like it because that's all you're getting because we decided this is a salad we're going to give you. Well, we would have thrown it at you like we did with the sandwiches, but you can't throw a salad at the patients. Okay, no problem. Beep, 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 beep. Lady comes in. Hey, what's going on? Said, does anyone have the COVID test? I mean, they jammed that crap up my nose. That was uncomfortable, wasn't it? Yeah, it was uncomfortable. They're supposed to spin them now. Yes, I know they're supposed to spin them now. Yeah, because now we spin them. We spin them in your nose. Yeah, she did that downstairs. Okay, let me take a look. Oh yeah, you don't have any COVID. I don't. Oh yeah, yeah, I was just, yeah, you don't have COVID-19. You have no COVID at all. Oh. Okay, so I don't have any COVID. Yeah, and as far as the whole heart thing is concerned, you were taking a medication for a little while. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, well, it kind of sucked the potassium out of your body. You don't need it anymore. You probably should have stopped taking it a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, yeah, your blood pressure's fine. You don't need to take that anymore. Okay, yeah, so just stop taking it. So I don't even need the medicine. You don't even need that medicine at all. You don't need it anymore. Oh. So this is basically because I was on the medicine that I didn't need anymore. Pretty much, yeah. And it just basically, because you needed it at one point, you now don't need it. It pretty much, it was too strong and it just basically just sucked the potassium out of your body. And that's why. And do you notice how now that we got your potassium back up to normal and your electrolytes back to normal and put this liquid back in your body and took you off that medication that you no longer need and should stop immediately because don't ever take it again, that you're fine now? Yeah, you see your heart is doing well. And as it turns out, we did some checks on your heart. There was no real stress on your heart. You did not have a heart attack or anything like that. You just had a severe electrolyte imbalance, and you were dehydrated, extremely dehydrated. Oh, okay. So, yeah, when this bag's empty, we're going to send you home. So my heart's fine. Yeah, you good? Yeah. So, okay. So she walks out. And she's talking to the other nurses. Now, all of a sudden, now that it's clear that I don't have COVID-19, never had COVID-19, and everything's good, now all of a sudden everybody wants to talk again, right? And now all I want to do is get the hell out of there. I'm watching back to back episodes of CSI Miami, one of my favorite shows of all time, and thank goodness for it because it really made the time go by. Yeah. I'm looking at the machine and I'm watching the beep, beep. Not the heart thing. I'm watching the amount of liquid from the bag drain out as I have to wait till the bag is empty and I have all that liquid in me. And I'm watching and there's 60 whatever's left and 58 whatever's left and 58.7, 0.6, 0.5, 0.4. And I'm trying to do the math. I'm going to at this rate. Oh my God. It will be about 6 hours and 20 minutes by the time this is empty and they'll let me the hell out of here. It's fantastic. The other fantastic thing was knowing that what was happening was just nothing major and nothing serious. Because when you're in the hospital, especially when you're upstairs in one of those rooms where you're looking around and everybody looks half dead that's in there with you, and you're going, if they put me up here, what the hell is, oh my goodness, right? And it's one of the COVID wings where they keep you, that's why everybody was double, quadruple shielded and quintuple shielded and all of that crap. As it turns out, I'm pretty sure I'm fine, right? And now I'm sitting there just watching liquid drain out of that bag, knowing I want to go home. Then the time comes. I go downstairs. I catch a cab. And I go home. And that's what happened. It's amazing what goes through your mind when you think that when you go out in that ambulance, you are not going back home, because there was a point in time during the ride where I really thought, I'm never going to see my house again. I'm never going to see anybody again, because if I did have COVID, which I don't, they weren't going to be able to come and visit me. The last time I saw my friends and my relatives and all that kind of crap would be the last time I saw my friends and relatives. Like I said, the next time they'll see me, if they see me at all, I'll be in a box. That's what I was thinking. And it makes you look at the world a little differently. It makes you look at the world a little differently. It makes you appreciate things that you didn't appreciate before. It makes you realize if you have some things you really want to do, some things you really want to accomplish, the time to do that crap is N to the O to the W with an exclamation point. Now. I don't know if you've ever had a scare. You've been in a situation where you really thought that was it for you. But if you are ever in that situation, and I hope you never are, but if you are, and you come out of the other side of it, just remember, you're here for a reason, and the reason is to do that thing you were meant to do or supposed to do, and don't let anybody or anything get in your way. The world doesn't owe you anything. The world's not going to give you anything. Just not going to happen. Most people don't even attempt to do the things they're supposed to do. They don't even try. They're afraid. They're afraid somebody's going to say they're not good enough or that they suck. They're afraid. They're afraid of what their spouse, what their friends, what their family, what their neighbors, what their haters say. They're afraid of that. But those are just words. Those are just the opinions of other people that have nothing to do with what you're supposed to be doing. And in this case, what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know what you need to do. You know what your dreams are. You know what your skills are. You know exactly what you should be doing. And I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to take this time. I'm going to take my next 40 years. And I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm not going to be mean to anybody. Not going to be rude. Not going to be disrespectful. Not going to do any of that kind of thing. Not going to take something from somebody that isn't mine. I'm not going to do anything immoral or unethical. But I know what I want. I know who I want to be and what I want to have and what I want to do. And I know there are going to be people that are going to say you can't do it. I've heard it before. The world doesn't owe you anything, and the world's not going to give you anything. And most people won't even attempt to do or become that thing. But I will. I'm getting mine. And not a damn thing anybody can do to stop it. And it's the same with you. Go get yours. Because there's not a damn thing anybody can do to stop you from getting yours. You dig? Cool. See you next time.